What's going on, everybody? It's 404 here to give you yet another StarCraft 2 commentary. On the about the 2 o'clock position, we have Liquid HuK, the red Protoss player, and DreamZenith, the blue Terran player, about at the 12 o'clock position. Checking out a couple replays I got today. Looks like there's a couple HuK ones, so I'll be casting a couple HuK games. Looks like they were just ladder matches. Other than that, I really don't know. I mean, they do have the ladder colors here. And if we pull up the APM, it is indeed HuK, or, looks like it should be HuK, and as well as Zenith, as the APMs are pretty high. But other than that, I mean, really have no way to confirm that, but we will see as he plays. Should expect that pesky probe to come out here in just a minute and do some harass after he finds his opponent, Zenith, over here. Pretty standard plays so far, no proxies or anything, as this supply depot does have to come down first in that latest patch that came out. Supply depot does go down, and it looks like Zenith is going to send out a scouting SCV, and let's see if he goes in the right direction. I was going to say normally he wouldn't, and indeed he does not, as most players like to go counterclockwise. And it looks like HuK is going to go grab the watchtower. Yeah, gonna grab the watchtower. Doesn't see a probe, but we'll continue counterclockwise and immediately scout the base of DreamZenith. Barracks going down as well as gas, so it looks like we might have some early marauders or maybe even early reactor marine all in, as that build has been really strong here lately. And what the heck is HuK doing, going way over here to start? I guess he has a build where if it's a cross position spawn, it's a build he's comfortable with, but it does not look like it's going to be cross positions. So both players scouting in the wrong way, and it looks like we have just a standard build for HuK, gateway into Cyber Core. Over here for DreamZenith, it looks like orbital command is coming up. One marine is out, going to shoo away this probe almost immediately. So HuK not able to get in hardly any kind of scouting information there. That's got to be a bummer. We'll see if HuK goes for some kind of robotics bay to get an observer out over there. It does look like HuK is going double gas, though. Maybe he suspects some kind of this 2-racks all-in marine play, as there is indeed a reactor going down here. Another supply depot coming up for Zenith here, and it looks like we've got warp gates researching indeed, but not chrono boosting the warp gates, opting to chrono boost that stalker instead. So going to get rid of that SCV, but the SCV decides to leave on its own. We'll probably go back home or come here and grab this watchtower, as HuK has over here. But this marine comes out. Zenith's great game sense, knows that HuK probably has that watchtower, so going to just run down there with a marine to shoo that away. So it looks like we do have a tech lab coming down on this racks here, but we'll see. It'll be interesting to see if Zenith decides to go for upgrades or marauders. Like I said, that marine all-in build with SCVs is really popular here lately. I've played a couple of ladder games and it's happened to me, and since I don't play that many ladder games, so it's kind of hard to hold off. But it does look like concussive shells is coming out on that tech lab, so it looks like we are going to have marauders being trained, as there is one in the queue right now. But whoa, what do we have over here? A Stargate coming in for HuK. Be interesting to see what he goes, either Phoenix or Void Ray. Neither one of them is going to be that good, I don't think, because there's so many Marines already out for Zenith over here. So Stargate is done now. Looks like we have a Phoenix coming out, so very interesting choice there. I guess instead of getting that observer, which is somewhat worthless, he can get that Phoenix and do a lot of scouting very fast too. So warp gates are done. Looks like 2 warp gate, Stargate, 4 HuK here, and gonna be warping in some units, presumably some stalkers. Phoenix is gonna come out for HuK, and let's see what he decides to do. He's gonna come over here and scout. Can't really do any kind of damage with that, but he is gonna run into these Marines, and wow, it looks like he might get picked off. No. Down to about half shields though, very good. It looks like HuK got in that scouting information he needed. Knows exactly what's going on, but it looks like Zenith is going to push out now. He knows that HuK sees that. Zenith probably knows that since there was that Phoenix out, that HuK can't have much. Only running off 2 gate. Looks like the second Phoenix is out. There are 2 sentries here to possibly block the ramp or split these units in half, but it looks like this is a very, very sizable force for Zenith here. Even has a SCV joining in on this mix. HuK doesn't want to take any chances, goes ahead and throws down that force field at the ramp as he desperately tries to warp in more units. Another pylon going down, as well as another gateway, but HuK continuing to get Phoenixes out of this Stargate, maybe to pick up some of these Marauders or something. I'm not really sure, but there are about, what, 4 sentries here, so plenty of force fields to continually force field that ramp. Stalker may get a free kill on that Marine there, as it is, what, about 15 health? But he doesn't. So yeah, HuK continuing to force field this ramp. This probe here, just kind of chilling as there's more reinforcements coming across here from Zenith. Not sure what Zenith is doing. Just like getting all these units picked off, very low health by that Stalker up on the high ground, as it looks like the 3 Phoenixes were trying to pick off some of the reinforcements from Zenith, but this one Marauder does get stuck. These 2 Stalkers will be able to take care of it pretty quickly, as there's 3 Zealots being warped in for Zenith here, but Zenith does get by the ramp. The force field is not there. Looks like the Phoenixes do indeed pick up the Marauders, and these Zealots are going to just slice through these Marines. No problem. The 2 Stalkers did go down, and it looks like, if we pull up the units tab, yeah, 5 Marines, over 4 Zealot, 4 Century, and 4 Phoenix. Looks like Zenith came out way behind on that deal, so it looks like HuK is going to come over here with these 4 Phoenixes, pick up some of these SCVs, get a lot of the SCV kills, as, actually Zenith is way behind in a Harvester count. Not really way behind, only about 3. However, he is running off 2 base. We'll have 2 orbital commands here soon. HuK did throw the proxy pylon down during that engagement and decided to go for an expand himself. So looks like HuK's going to try to push in, be the aggressor here, force a lift on this command center to stop mining from it, and put a force field on this ramp, which is very nice. Stops any reinforcements from coming down that ramp as they kind of run over here and they're like, what in the hell? I cannot get down this ramp. So it looks like the orbital went down to about half health. HuK's going to try to be smart here and hopefully split these units in half is what he's hoping, as they try to come down the ramp, as he's just continuing to reinforce us with more Stalkers. Looks like 4 gates up for HuK now. These Phoenixes trying to poke in here, see what's going on. They can spot the high ground, but there are so many Marines that the Phoenixes would probably just get picked off. But looks like HuK is going to try to run around the back, do some harassment in the mineral line. As Zenith looked like he was going to try to push down the ramp, but did not happen. So Zenith, not very smart to run all of his units back here to get rid of these Phoenixes, as HuK could just barge up this ramp right now and be in the base of Zenith. It looks like he decided not to go for that. It looks like Zenith is now going to try to resecure that expansion, or maybe just float that command center up there for some sight onto the low ground. Or, no, that doesn't make any sense. He already has sight onto the low ground. What am I talking about? Wow, it looks like 6 Phoenixes out. Or how many Phoenixes? Yeah, 6 Phoenixes out for Zenith now, but it does look like Zenith does try to come down the ramp. 2 engage. Stem is done. He stems up, trying to take out some of these units, but wow, HuK hardly lost any units in that engagement. Used a couple of these Phoenixes to pick up the Marauders, but other than that, HuK is way, way ahead of his Terror Encounter Zenith here, and just totally demolished him. This is the first game of a couple of games I have for HuK today, so stay tuned, and we will get to those here shortly.